All right.
Don't record that. My mom can see that.
Now I'm recording.
You asshole.
I got that though. All right. Carol Berg, here we are. We're in the jail. And
in the jail?
No, around the jail. But anyway, okay, what about this whole Torrey thing that happened over this last few days?
At the Friday City Club, it was a debate between Piercy and Torrey. At the end of her comment, she turned to Jim Torrey and said, I'm asking you to pull this television commercial that you've been airing, claiming that I, Kitty Piercy, disrespect the police. The following day, Saturday, there was a front page article in The Guard that illustrated that many people were signing on to a letter, folks like Floyd Prozanski, Munir Katul, the past chairman of the Civilian Review Board, asking Torrey to pull this. It wasn't based on truth. What I noticed was that no media were asking Torrey, what is the basis of this charge that Kitty Piercy disrespects the police? So as fate would have it, that day, Saturday, at the Eugene celebration, Torrey's booth was just about a block away from mine. I noticed it, and later that day I was speaking with Bill Dunaway. He was a police officer 30 years ago, I believe in Texas. And I said, Bill, why don't you just go ask him? Because he was kind of wondering about that comment too. And so he went down and talked to Jim Torrey, and the question he asked was, what is it you feel Kitty is doing that doesn't show respect for the police? And so Torrey's response was this, that she, in her State of the City speech last January, she didn't mention the police. So Bill pointed out, well, that didn't necessarily mean that she disrespects them. There are lots of departments in the city, and perhaps not all got mentioned, but I don't think they're feeling disrespected if a few got left out. Nonetheless, later that day I was wandering over to the Cambodia booth to see my friend Barbara, and one of his aides, Torrey's aides, grabbed my arm because I had a shirt on that said in the back, handwritten, Piercy for mayor, Torrey, stop your damn lies. Kitty does not disrespect the police. This is just your politics of divisiveness. So as his aide was reading it, someone I knew, Sandy Matson, she looked at it and she said, well, and I said, Sandy, why is Jim Torrey saying these things, that Kitty disrespects the police? She said, let's go ask him. Grabs my arm, we walk over to chat with Jim Torrey. So I asked him that same question, and he said, Carol, he had come to apparently another reason occurred to him. He said, Carol, it's because in her campaign literature, she is claiming that all Eugene police are like Lara Magana. Those are the officers who are now in prison for sexually assaulting many Eugene women. So I was kind of startled by that, and I said, Jim, would you be willing to meet me at your campaign office, or possibly an aide could, to show me this literature? Because I've read a lot of Kitty's stuff, and I've never seen anything like that, and I know Kitty, and this is not what she would say. And he says, Carol, you and I are simply going to never see eye to eye on this. I said, Jim, I'm asking you to corroborate a serious claim that you are making. So he didn't offer to meet me there to look over the phantom literature, but he went on to say, Carol, how do you feel about the fact that Kitty Piercy has not condemned a member of the Civilian Review Board who called for a citizen's arrest of Chief Lehner? And I said, gosh, Jim, that sounds startling. I don't know about that, but I'll sure check into it. So within minutes, I called Munir Katul, the past chairman of the Civilian Review Board, about this claim. And he said, Carol, no member of the Civilian Review Board has ever called for a citizen arrest of Chief Lehner. So I did go back to would-be mayor again, Torrey, and said, you know, you may come to thank me for this, Jim. I'm really not here on this earth to do your homework for you, but nonetheless, you have this incorrect. Munir Katul has made it very clear that no Civilian Review Board member made such a charge. I've been notifying a number of media with a challenge that when any candidate makes some kind of an extreme charge, as Jim Torrey did to Kitty Piercy, rather than just let it go out in the airwaves with no response, a reasonable question by any reporter, any professional reporter, would be, what are you basing your claim on? And that never happened.
You know her, you love her, you cannot live without her. Carol Berg-Caldwell.
And wanted more. I guess I was born, naturally born bad. I guess I was born, naturally born bad.
I watch PictureEugene on YouTube. You do too.